So traders, the stock market is creating a really interesting pattern right now. I want to share with you all the details about this really interesting pattern with what's happening in the stock market right now. What's going on with the stock market? Where are we likely to go? I did a video explaining a pattern and something that happens in the markets from time to time, and what does it actually mean. I did a video at the start of the week, and I caught about something I did a video at the start of the week, and I said something's likely to happen to the stock market because of what's happening there. I also called it a gift, and what's actually happened right now. So I'm going to play some of that video that I did at the start of the week, saying, guys, this is what we should keep an eye out for, and what does it actually mean to the stock market, and the lessons we can learn, so you can take that lesson and make a whole bunch of money with it. That's my whole idea, is you can just continue to learn that lesson and make a whole bunch of money from it. And then also, guys, I want to talk to you about, obviously, give a bit of a gold update as well too. What's going on with gold? And then also, guys, the one stock that I'm looking to get into that I believe is going to make astronomical moves for the rest of this year. So I've got a lot of stuff that I want to get through with this trading, so let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video, because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty, traders, let's get straight into it. Now, firstly, I want to start off with, if you go to my YouTube channel, you'll be able to see that obviously I do a lot of videos. And if you go to my recent uploads, you'll be able to see that I did something at the start of this week. So if I click on this one here, bada bing, bada boom. And oh, by the way, guys, if you haven't done so yet, make sure you go to my homepage and go check out this this 3 powerful chart reading strategies. You're going to absolutely love that. It's a full training 3. If you're really looking to learn, you're going to love that. So if I go back to here, major warning sign for all investors. So if I click on this one here, going on, and I click on this one here, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to play just a little bit of this video. I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to play a little bit of this video, and then I'm going to come back on. Downfalls this year in the markets, especially the Dow Jones, and we're seeing the bumblebees come out into the marketplace and start to create what I call a big havoc. So this video here is. Let me actually start that again. Just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty, traders, let's get straight into it right now. So right now we are seeing one of the greatest, or one of the biggest downfalls this year in the markets, especially the Dow Jones. And we're seeing the bumblebees come out into the marketplace and start to create what I call a big havoc, a big sort of havoc situation in the markets, right? Because we're seeing some pretty strong selling in the markets happening right now. We sort of topped out right here at sort of 35,000 on a short-term basis, and you can see we've had a big drop down from here on the Dow Jones. The S&P 500, same sort of thing as well. You can see we sort of flattened out a little bit around that, around the sort of 4,380 mark, and now we've actually had a bit of a move to the downside. And the Nasdaq not so much as well too. Nasdaq actually had a little bit of a down day, but not too much. So what is going on, and should we be concerned about what's really going on in the markets, or is there something else happening? Now, firstly, I want to talk about this. Ever since what we're looking at right now in the stock market, okay, is we're seeing so many people out there talking about how the market's going to crash and how there's warning signs and there's dark clouds and there's, it's just too overvalued and this and that 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 and this, okay? So what we're seeing right now is we're seeing a lot of people still calling about the stock market crash and the stock market top. All right, and we're starting to get a lot of fear in the marketplace. And if I actually brought up, the fear and greed index, you'll be able to see this is the fear and greed index. If you go to money.cnn.com, and then you'll be able to get the fear and greed index, you can see here. Look where we are right now. All right, look where we are right now. So most people are doing what? Most people are saying, "Oh my goodness, the sky is falling," and it's time to sell. Now, when has been probably one of the best times to buy the market? When everyone's fearful, when we're getting extreme fear in the markets, right? Oh my goodness, extreme fear in the markets. Has it been then? Or has it been, the market's booming and we're getting extreme greed? When has been the best opportunities to buy? obviously we're in extreme fear. And you can see by looking at this situation here, right? You can see there's a lot of, you get the junk bonds under fear, momentum, now fear, market volatility. We're getting extreme fear. We're getting safe havens. We're getting extreme fear. We're getting the strength index, extreme fear, extreme fear, extreme fear, extreme fear. There's so much extreme fear, and look where we are right now. And I want to share this with you because right now, this is a gift. This is a gift, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. What we're looking at right now is a gift. It's a gift, just like back in early 2020. All right, so I'll pause it there for a minute. So as you can see, like I was basically saying, like this is a gift, like this is a buying opportunity. Get ready to go. And the purpose of me playing this video here, guys, is I really want to. My hope is that the lessons I'm trying to teach you here is that when everyone is really fearful about the market pulling back, that's when you should start to be greedy. And if you listen, and this is where if you're trying to trade based off headlines, most of the headlines, it should be doing the opposite. If everyone's screaming worse than that whole down day when I did this at the start of the week, it was the largest down day of the year, the top's in, the market's going to crash, and all this sort of, all this sort of stuff that actually happened in the markets. And then I started saying, let me actually just fast forward because I started walking through a lot more stuff through here, but let me actually walk you through what I also said at the start of here. From a purely technical point of view, what happens in an upward trend? We have what? We have higher lows, okay? So in an upward trend, we have what? We have a higher low and we have a higher low. If we get a pullback like that, is the top in? We don't know, right? Well, isn't that what's happening right now? We don't know. Because we could just be getting ready to do what? This again. Higher low, pullback. Oh, the top's in. I tell you, that's right. It's going to crash. New highs. Oh, the top's in. The market's going to crash. New highs. Pullback. The top's in. The market's going to crash. New highs. Oh, the top's in. Extreme fear indicator. Oh my goodness, that's going to crash. I told you it's going to crash. Get ready. Dark cloud covers. The vid situation. The cough situation. It's going to crash. Oh, market's overvalued. I've never seen this before. That's right. The debt's going to explode. Right? That's the bumblebees. And then new highs we go. Right, guys? So there we go, guys. You can see what I was saying through there, right? I was just saying like this, guys. At the start of the video, I was saying this is a gift. Look at everyone's still fearful. This is probably going to be pullback. And I even did the line here. I said, look, we're probably going to turn around soon and scream to the upside. But if I bring this over to the right here, look, that day there, when I did this video, was that day right there on the S&P 500. Oh, where did my other video go? Where'd you go? Come back. Right, there you go there, right? So you can see we're actually looking at the S&P 500 now, and this is where we were, just a bit of a pullback, and then now guess what? Ran straight up to all-time new highs. So my whole purpose of me saying that, guys, is not saying look at me, I got it right, because it wasn't about me being right in the markets. It was about, guys, hopefully that next time we start to get some really fear in the markets, or if people are so swayed one way with the headlines, please be a contrarian investor, right? Because I know so many people this day right here, when I did this video and the market started to sell off, especially at the start of the video when I started talking about like the Dow Jones having the biggest down day, that day there was so many people that would have been getting out of the markets because they're fearful of the stock market crashing, and then, which is wrong, right? Because we're in a big booming market. And then secondly, they would have been buying a lot of puts this day thinking this is the top, because they would have heard about, the LA shutting down and the Delta variants is picking back up and they're going to shut it down again and all this sort of stuff in the markets, right? All this sort of stuff out in the economy that's going to cause the markets to go down. But the way the markets work and the way economy works is don't try and put them together, because if you think that, then it's the opposite in the markets. And so as you can see, right, this here was a gift in the markets. And as you can see on the Dow Jones, same thing as well too. If I actually bring up my candlestick chart here, so you can get a better look at it, you can actually see that this day right here was the day when I'm saying, this is a gift, this is a gift, this is a gift. So once again, guys, my whole purpose of saying this, guys, is that I really hope that I want you guys to make a lot of money. And so in the future, that whenever we start to see a lot of people swayed one way, but the market, just like I should be doing that second bit there about the trend analysis, is saying something different, then I wouldn't be too surprised to see the opposite happen really, really, really quickly. And that happens at tops and bottoms. So just like with Bitcoin, if I use that analogy with Bitcoin, I know a lot of people with Bitcoin around this whole time here, right? Around this whole time through here, guess what? I was getting so many people that were like, oh, John, I had my mate, gym mate, he's like, oh, I made $500,000. Then I had a network marketing guy, knew nothing about the markets, or you got to be in Bitcoin because we're not going to go up. And then we had my lady friend who's in the property, and she has no idea about the stock market. But then she got into here, and you started hearing all these people saying, I made $1 million. See how that's it's getting so much positive news about this here, about this particular sector. That's where your warning bells should be going off, saying, you know what, people are so swayed this way. And that's for me. And I was actually telling all my private clients at this time, guys, I'm not chasing it right now. We are so high right now, and so many people are so positive, and so many people are saying how much money they're making and how high it's going to go. I am just not chasing it. And I told all my private clients, don't chase it right now. We're going to get a better opportunity. And here we are, 50% lower in the markets when it comes to that. And so that's the same thing for what I was talking about here with the Dow Jones, is that we only got a little pullback, and so many people are just freaking out. And that's why I was saying that this is a gift. And as you can see, that the Dow Jones actually continue to rally back up through there. S&P, as you can see, look at the S&P made an all-time new high today. And guys, I'm telling you right now, we are in the middle of something major, huge. Like, don't fight it. Don't try to short the markets. Don't try to, don't be fearful of these markets. I've been long these markets for a long time right now. I'm still long right now. I'm benefiting from this. And I've been saying all year that this is what's happening. And even my private clients, we're doing so well out of the markets. Like, me and my private clients are crushing it right now because, and some of the stuff I teach them, I teach you guys, well, exactly like what I'm saying here. And I see this thing now, there's no guarantees of this happening, guys, but I see a 5,000 print on a sort of, that's my first target, but I ultimately see this thing getting up to 5,400 by the end of this year, guys. I see massive movement coming towards the end of this year. From now through the end of the year, this is the start of one crazy big bull move. Now, guys, don't go loading up on SPY options, which I'm in. I'm in SPY right now. I'm also in the Nasdaq. I see the Nasdaq now. It's actually broken up to new highs. Look at this here, beautiful. Nasdaq here. Oh my goodness, Nasdaq now to me is, I see a 17,000 print by the end of this year. And so I'm seeing all this stuff happening, guys, in the market. So guys, don't fight it. The market's continuing. And if I'm wrong, guess what? The market will start to top out. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm wrong, the market will start to top out. And guess what? One of the very first warning signs will be, you'll start to see all the positive headlines out there. Oh my goodness, you've got to be in the stock market, you've got to be in stocks, right? That's where you want to be very, 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 very careful. And again, guys, like, I'm only saying this sort of stuff not to say like, oh, I told you guys at the start that this was a gift and we're going to race up to new highs. Yes, I called it right at the start, and yes, me and my private clients have made a lot of money from what I actually teach and what I actually do, and people would have made a lot of money from that as well too. But the whole purpose about this is I really want to, hopefully this information I'm teaching right now is you can use this knowledge at tops and bottoms, from one, not chasing the market when it's too hot, and secondly, looking for really good opportunities and say, you know what, the opposite is true. If everyone's very, very fearful right now, I should be getting long. And I'm teaching this, guys, because I really want you guys to do so well. My whole goal is I want you guys to make so much money moving forward. Even if we don't move together, even if you don't do any coaching with me, or you don't join my coaching program. Now, if you are part of my coaching program, me and my private clients are absolutely just crushing it right now. We just got out of a trade last week for like almost 160% on a particular stock over a few weeks. Just incredible trade. We're in a trade right now and it's already up. Anyway, so But guys, there's so many amazing opportunities in these markets, right? We just need to understand how these markets work and how they move and how they do also moving forward as well. Let me actually quickly get into a gold update, guys. I'm going to get into that one stock that I'm really liking, that I'm just chopping the bits to get into. So looking at gold right now, guys, a bit of an overall update. Someone said to me, when it comes to gold, that I am personally short-term bearish, guys. I'm not short-term bearish or bullish. I can't be, right? We're just in one big triangle pattern. This is not bullish or bearish. I have to let the market tell me what it's going to do now. I'm long-term bullish. I believe we're going to see a massive bull run, but I don't know when that's going to kick in. Just like people when how I'm treating gold as an investment, long-term investment, is how the Bitcoin guys would have. Let's actually go back to here, right? The Bitcoin guys would have experienced back through here. So notice how Bitcoin from, say, really from, let's actually do this here. You notice how gold, Bitcoin really from around sort of mid sort of 2018 to sort of like the end of 2020. So what is that? 2.5 years, possibly even 3 years, it did what? Nothing. Then we got the big move. Now we're getting the pullback. So we may be getting ready for another big move on Bitcoin. That's not the point here, right? The person who's saying this is that yes, we're going to get a lot of up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down in gold. But I truly see what we got in Bitcoin, how we had that from 10,000 to 60,000 in 6 months. There's going to come a point in time where I see that sort of action happening in gold. I just don't know when that's going to be. And I'm not going to try to time it, because by the time I try to time it, guess what? It's going to be too late, because now it's going to be already up 20%. And you're like, oh my goodness, I've got to get it now. And now you're chasing it. Makes sense, guys? So on a short-term basis, I don't know. I'm not bullish or bearish when it comes to gold and when it comes to these markets here. So but the one big key for me when it comes to gold that I'm looking for is I'm looking for this head and shoulder to complete. And that is, as you can see, we have this shoulder, this head, this shoulder formation through here. And we can see how this market, I'm looking for a break above this trend line through here. If we can start to get a break above here, then this here would be the sign to make a move up to 2,100 and then ultimately continue up to 3,000, that's my target on a conservative base. So once we actually break this here, then we could be on our way up to now making a move to 3,000. That's what I'm seeing through there. Someone asked me to have a quick look at silver. Silver right now is actually, it's actually quite bearish. There's no bullish scenario here right now. We're actually on a short-term basis, guys. We're still quite bearish. I wouldn't be fighting this right now. And now we had a big move down sideways, and now we're actually continuing. So silver short-term, guys, is very bearish. I'm actually in silver, by the way, guys. I'm silver long. I'm not calling for bears on the downside. I'm just saying that this is just the way that it is. We're in a downward trend right now. So, but one thing I will say is this, is that if the buyers can hold here, if we can hold it, I'm not saying this is going to happen, guys, okay? I'm not saying this is going to happen. I'm saying this is what I'd want to see to say the buyers are coming back in, is for this thing to rally back up and start to give me a bit of a higher low and start to change the tune, creating like a bit of a V bottom or a little bit of a what I call a false breakdown. If we can get back above this level here, guys, on silver, and we start to do something like this, like that, then this is probably going to be this end of trend, meaning the trend was down, end of trend, and now we're probably likely to start an upward trend. So let's actually keep an eye out for that next week. That'll be the big thing there. And also, guys, the last but least, the one stock that I'm really liking is, drum roll please. I don't have any sound effects, but you can do it yourself. Is Amazon. I see Amazon making really big moves. I was in Amazon last week. It actually had a big move up, and I never let a profit turn into a loss. So I moved my stop up. It came down, stopped me out, and now it's having a big move up again. I'm not really worried about that. I got stopped out for a small profit. But one thing I am focusing on right now when it comes to Amazon is I'm looking for a break above these highs here. If we can get a break above these highs, then I see Amazon making a move on a short-term conservative target. We break 3,750. then I see 4,150 on a conservative basis. Now that's a conservative basis. I see a lot higher prices. And when it comes to, I see a lot higher prices, more than 4,100 by the end of this year. But the pattern that I'm seeing here right now is this here, is we break past 3,750 because we came down, tested it, and now we're moving. We're on our way up to 4,150 and then possibly a lot higher, especially the way that I see the Nasdaq and the tech stocks going as well. Alrighty guys, so because you have made it towards the end of this video, you are the 3%, right? Only 3% of people actually make a difference, actually do well out of these markets. The other 97% are not committed, but you, by you actually watching this video, you're watching it right now, you're part of the 3%. So, this is what I want you to put into the comment section below to show me that you're part of the 3% club and confuse the hell out of everyone else. Boom, 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 top 3%. Boom, 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 top 3%. Oh, you know what? No, forget that. Just boom, 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 3%. Or 3%, boom, boom, boom. Either way, you know, you can do that, all right? Boom, 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 3%. Boom, boom, boom means obviously boom, boom, boom goes the stock market, and I hope you guys are part of it and not jumping around and been listening to what I've been telling you the whole year. And 3% is that you're part of the 3% in the markets. So that's what I'm excited about. Anyway, guys, lastly, guys, if you are interested in getting my coaching, some people have asked me about my coaching program and my trading system and my trading strategy and how I trade the markets and how do I coach my private clients. I'm actually going to be running a live webinar this weekend. And on that live webinar, I'm going to walk you through my trading strategy. And then if you're interested, I'm opening up just a few more spots for the very last time this year. So if you do want to get some coaching by me, this is your very last chance to actually get access to it. But even if you're not interested in the coaching program, go join my live webinar that I'm actually doing this week. And I'm going to walk you through all the details to my trading system, how I actually trade the markets for income, cash generator trades is what I call them. I'll walk you through all the details of that. And again, if you are interested, this is the very last time I'm opening up the coaching program for the year. After this weekend, I'm closing it down for good. So if there should be the very first link in the description. Click on that. You'll be able to register for my next live webinar. On that webinar, I'll teach you all the details of my #1 trading system that I trade every day, the cash generator trades. And then also, if you're interested, this will be your very last time you actually can get access to my coaching program. Have a great day, guys, and I'll speak to you soon. Don't forget to put boom, 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 3% in the comment section below. Go now. Boom, 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 3%. And then click on that section, and then I'll look forward to seeing you on my next live webinar. Speak to you soon.